playing alongside the resurgent Woods in the final round. Molinari carded a nerveless 2-under par 69 to win the Claret Jug by 2 shots from McIlroy, 70, English hope Justin Rose, 69, and Americans Xander Schauffele, 74, and Kevin Kisner, 74, with a brilliant birdie at the last. 35-year-old Molinari's 8-under 72-hole total of 276 eclipsed Padraig Harrington's Carnoustie tournament record score from 2007 by a stroke, and kept some of the sport's biggest names at bay. Bidding for his first major in 10 years, Woods hit the outright lead midway through a fascinating final round before a double bogey on the 11th and bogey on the 12th crueled his hopes. Franceso Molinari of Italy celebrates after putting a birdie on the 18th green. Source: Apt. 14 times major winner eventually signed for a 71 and a share of 6th at 5-under with Englishman Eddie Pepperell, who claimed the clubhouse lead early in the day with a last round low 67, and fellow American Kevin Schauffele, 73, Spieth, who started the day in a three-way share of the lead with Kisner and Schauffele, crashed with a 76 to wind up equal 9th, a further stroke back with U.S. countryman Tony Finau, 71, and last year's runner-up Matt Kuchar, 72. Without a bogey in his last 2 rounds on the windswept Scottish links, Molinari was a worthy winner who arrived at Carnoustie with 2 victories and 2 seconds in his past 5 starts this season. But, for much of the afternoon it looked as though everything was falling into place for Woods to pull off a barely believable victory, his first anywhere since 2013 and first major since the 2008 U.S. Open. Birdies at the 4th and 6th took Woods to the turn in 34, and, with the leaders crumbling, gave the 42-year-old a one-shot lead over Molinari and Spieth, who double bogeyed the 6th after hitting his second shot into a gorse bush. Italy's Franceso Molinari kisses the trophy. Source: AFP. But just when one of the greatest sporting comebacks of all time seemed on the cards, Woods failed to pull off the risky flop shot to get out of trouble on 11. As Woods' challenge stalled, the drama was just beginning elsewhere, with McIlroy following birdies on the 9th and 11th with an eagle from 35 feet on the 14th. That vaulted McIlroy into a 6-way tie for the lead, and Rose joined the expanding group on 6-under with a tap-in birdie on 18, 2 days after he needed a birdie on the same hole just to make the cut. Molinari broke out of the pack with his first birdie of the day on the par 5 14th, and up ahead McIlroy had to settle for joining Rose in the clubhouse lead after failing to birdie the last. Schauffele, who had struggled to the turn in 40, birdied the 10th and 14th to join Molinari in the lead, but bogeyed the 17th and was unable to find the magical finish required on the last to deny Molinari of deserving victory. U.S. golfer Tiger Woods acknowledges the applause. Source: AFP. Tiger's missed opportunity. Woods at one moment looked like completing an astonishing fairy tale comeback when he led the British Open in the final round, but ultimately came up short, posting a level par 71 to finish 5-under for the tournament. However, the 42-year-old 14-time major winner had his rivals rattled when he grabbed the lead thanks to 2 birdies on the front 9 while they were dropping shots. The dream, though, ended for Woods on his return after a 2-year hiatus to a major. He has won 3 times when he double bogeyed the 11th and then dropped another shot on the following hole. Woods, who was watched by his children and got adoring hugs as he left the final green, admitted he was a little ticked off with himself, but said his close friend and tennis superstar Serena Williams, who lost in the Wimbledon singles final last weekend, would set him right. Tiger Woods of the U.S. misses a birdie putt on the first green during the final round. Source: AP. Serena will probably call me and talk to me about it, because you've got to put things in perspective, said Woods, who eventually finished tied for 6th, 3 shots behind playing partner and champion Franceso Molinari. She just had a baby and lost the Wimbledon finals. Just keep it in perspective, and the same thing with me. I know that it's going to sting for a little bit here, but given where I was to where I'm at now, blessed." However, his disappointment was quickly counterbalanced by the warmth of the reception from his children. "I told them I tried, and I said, hopefully you're proud of your pops for trying as hard as I did," said Woods. "They gave me some, it's pretty emotional, because they gave me some pretty significant hugs there and squeezed. I know that they know how much this championship means to me and how much it feels good to be back playing again." Woods said it was extra special for him as all his two children had witnessed before were his fall from grace, both personally, divorcing their mother Ellen Nordgren because of serial infidelities, and professionally, "The only thing they've seen is my struggles and the pain I was going through," said Woods. "Now they just want to go play soccer with me. So man, it's just such a great feeling." Aussies in action. Adam Scott and Jason Day will wonder what might have been after Australia's British Open title drought extended to 25 years with another unsuccessful tilt at windswept Carnoustie. Scott and Day both finished the tournament at 2 under par after one of the most dramatic final rounds in history on the famous Scottish links. The pair's 72-hole total of 282 was good enough for top 20 finishes, but not good enough to contend for the Claret Jug with golf heavyweights Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, Justin Rose, defending champion Jordan Spieth and ultimately Italian winner Francesco Molinari. Scott started the last round just 4 shots off the pace, but he floundered with a front 940 before picking up 3 strokes, coming home to join Day in a tie for 17th, 6 strokes behind Molinari. Adam Scott of Australia, after putting on the first hole during the final round, source, apt former Masters champion Ruud a killer double bogey on the par 4 third after his lob wedge ballooned in the breeze back into the burn and he was unable to get it up and down for bogey. "I didn't play very well on the front. Probably most guys struggled on the front. It was very, very difficult," Scott said. "I just want one shot back. My second shot going into the third was such a bad shot, making a double there. I could have easily made it 4 with one better swing and I would have been satisfied with even par today, considering the way I played. I just didn't hit fairways and greens on the front 9. I actually scrambled really well and putted really well and got it back, but I wished I'd had another crack at that shot. It was a bad shot." While Scott lamented his closing 2 over 73, Day's 3 under 68, the second lowest round of the day, came too little too late. "It's clearly a little bit disappointing to not give myself a shot at even getting into contention," Day said after he was level with Molinari and played with the Italian on Saturday only to enter the final round 10 shots adrift of the leaders and without any real hope. "But there's a lot of positives from today. It was good to be able to get into the red and beat this course, which was nice." Australian Open champion Cameron Davis closed with an impressive 1 under 70 to finish in the top 40 on his major championship debut. "He's got all the tools to make it," two-time U.S. Open champion Brooks Koepka said after playing the final round with the 23-year-old Sydney-sider. Lucas Herbert, in his first Open 2, dropped 3 shots on the punishing last 2 holes for a 77 and 4 over 72 hole total, leaving the 22-year-old with a creditable share of 51st spot. Herbert beat home Mark Leishman, who faded with a 76 to finish at 5 over in 60th place, one ahead of Brett Rumford, 74, with Cameron Smith's final round 77 leaving the reigning Australian PGA champion at 10 over and 78th spot. How the Aussies fared at the 147th British Open at Carnoustie. 282, Jason Day 7-1, 7-1, 7-2, 6-8, Adam Scott 7-1, 7-0, 6-7, 7-3, tied 17th. 286, Cameron Davis 7-1, 7-2, 7-3, 7-0, tied 39th. 288, Lucas Herbert 7-3, 6-9, 6-9, 7-7, tied 51st. 289, Mark Leishman 7-2, 7-2, 6-9, 7-6, 60th. 290, Brett Rumford 7-4, 7-0, 7-2, 7-4, tied 61st. 294, Cameron Smith 7-3, 7-1, 7-3, 7-7, 78th, missed cut 151, Matt Jones 75-7.